This episode of Techno Buffalo is brought to you by Netflix. Are Nokia and AT&T working on an LTE version of this before they bring it to the United States? Is Nintendo working on multiplayer tablet support for Wii U? And is Amazon not only ramping up production of the Kindle Fire, but preparing to add their own Siri-style voice command service to it? All this and more. It's Rumor Roundup from Techno Buffalo. Round them up! Woohoo! Hey, what is going on, everybody, and welcome to the Rumor Roundup for the week ending today, Friday, November 11th, 2011. It's 11/11/11. Where were you at 11/11/11 on 11/11/11? It's the question that I'm sure blew up Twitter earlier today. My name is Noah Kravitz. I'm editor-at-large for Techno Buffalo, and this is Rumor Roundup on Revision 3. This week's episode is brought to you by our good friends at Netflix. Happy middle of November. We're going to start with one of my favorite new phones of the year, the Nokia Lumia 800. I have been fortunate enough to be playing with a prototype version of this device recently announced at Nokia World. It's one of the first devices made in collaboration with Microsoft, obviously running Windows Phone 7.5. We don't have availability or carrier information for a launch of the device in the US, and new reports say that that might be because Nokia is working with AT&T, possibly even Verizon as well, on an LTE, 4G LTE version of the Lumia 800, wanting to bring LTE high-speed data to the device before they launch it in the US. Would kind of make sense considering there's a lot on the line here for Nokia as well as Microsoft, as Nokia looks to climb back into the driver's seat, or at least, play with the big boys again in the modern smartphone market, and Microsoft looking to make inroads on Apple and Google's dominance on the smartphone market in the US. The trick here is that the current version of Windows Phone 7.5 Mango, does not support LTE. So there are two options. One is wait for the next version, Windows Phone 8 Tango, to come out, because rumors have it that Tango will support LTE. Or the second option is just to drop some of the code, some of the necessary code to support LTE into Mango. And so you would basically get an LTE-ified version of Mango that would run on the Lumia 800, or whatever they call it, in the US. Nothing official from Microsoft or Nokia or AT&T on the matter, but again, reports from this week saying that this guy is not coming to the US until it's good and ready to support 4G LTE data on AT&T and possibly Verizon. You can get our full coverage of the Lumia 800. John has one as well over on technobuffalo.com. Moving even further into the future, our own Joey Davidson, video games editor extraordinaire, reported earlier this week that Nintendo may be close to adding support for a second tablet controller to their upcoming next generation Wii U console. It's sort of this hybrid all-in-one tablet, but also a game controller, and you can play games directly on it with your TV off, or with the TV on. You can use it for all sorts of sort of second screen and motion control, additional features to the games. But when the Wii U was unveiled, the deal was that it would come with one tablet controller, and then you would use standard Wii controllers in addition to it. So one player would have the tablet, other players would just use regular Wii controls. Now reports are surfacing that Nintendo may be close to adding support for a second, or possibly even more than two tablet controllers to Wii U. Obviously, this would make the whole premise of Wii U that much more interesting. When the device was unveiled a while back, I know I was very interested in this whole crazy, multiple screen hybrid controller. You've got, some stuff. Imagine if you're playing, like, I don't know, if you're playing Madden, and you can have, the main gameplay up on the screen, but then on your own little tablet, you can call plays and you can draw hot routes like you can on the iOS, the tablet and smartphone versions of Madden, that kind of thing. And then imagine if each player playing had their own tablet, so you could be, drawing up plays or getting, special information on the screen that would be private. Well, it's not as much fun if only one person can do it. So having multiple tablets would be very cool. Obviously, this whole tablet thing is going to take a lot of computing power, so it remains to be seen, if Nintendo can work it out and how many tablets they really could support without driving the price of the Wii U through the roof. Anyway, we're still a ways off from the actual ship of the Wii U, but good news if you're interested in the future of the platform may be supporting multiple tablet controllers. With over 23 million members, Netflix is the world's largest subscription service, instantly streaming movies and TV episodes. Members can instantly watch a vast array of TV episodes and movies on devices including Microsoft's Xbox 360, Sony's PlayStation 3, and the Nintendo Wii console. As a Netflix Unlimited member, you can watch as many movies as you want, anytime you want. There are no late fees and no due dates. For a limited time, as a new member and Techno Buffalo viewer, you can get a 30-day free trial to Netflix. Just go to netflix.com/buffalo. That's Netflix, netflix.com/buffalo. Make sure to use the URL so they know we sent you and get your 30-day free trial. And last but certainly not least, as we approach the holiday season, the tablet wars are heating up. Barnes & Noble took the wraps off of their new Nook tablet, a successor to the Nook Color, just recently in New York City. This was seen by many as a move to counteract Amazon's entree into the tablet market with their Kindle Fire device that will be shipping in just days now. Amazon and Barnes & Noble not only going head-to-head with each other, but obviously competing with Apple for a piece of the tablet market this holiday season. Now reports coming out that Amazon has had to order an extra 1 million Kindle Fires after initially placing an order for 4 million of the devices to be built. Apparently they've upped the order to 5 million to meet insane pre-order demand. No doubt people are interested in tablets, and a $200 offering that can combine apps with Amazon's already proven track record selling everything from books to TV and movies and music to, you know, stuff. Also, apparently Amazon, in a very stealthy kind of way, has purchased Yap. Yap, a company that converts voice to text, voice input to text input. Now this is interesting because it would seem to signal that Amazon's looking at putting voice control capabilities into one of their products. Kindle Fire would be the obvious choice, seeing as Apple has just come out with their Siri service. They acquired the company Siri and used it to develop a sophisticated voice command search system, really sort of a personal assistant they call it, for the new iPhone 4S. Kind of has to make you wonder if Amazon is looking to add a Siri of their own in the form of Yap to the Kindle Fire. All these rumors about what the Kindle Fire might do one day, and the thing hasn't even shipped yet. Enough to make your head spin, enough to make you want to spend thousands of bucks on gadgets this holiday season. All right, there you go. It's the roundup. Woohoo! Round 'em up for this week. Once again, thanks to our friends at Netflix for sponsoring this week's episode of the Rumor Roundup. Thanks to Revision 3 for having us. You can catch Techno Buffalo on Revision 3 times a week. Ask the Buffalo, usually with John R. on Mondays. What's the Apps? Usually with John Q on Wednesdays. And Rumor Roundup, usually with me on Fridays. Next week, I'm actually headed into the Revision 3 studios in San Francisco. I hope I haven't jinxed it, knock wood. It's a wood chair here, trust me. Oh, broke the chair. I'm headed in to the Revision 3 studios in San Francisco to shoot Rumor Roundup in their studios. Looking forward to that, having some fun on the studio playground and getting to hang out with the Revision 3 folks. So stay tuned for that one. I'm excited about it. John Q's excited about it. John R is always excited about everything. Hopefully you are too. Till next time, my name is Noah. Thanks for watching. Again, much more on all the stories talked about here and everything else going on in the world of tech over on technobuffalo.com, and like I said, 3 times a week on Revision 3. Till next time, see you later. What are we going to talk about today? I don't know. I was thinking we could talk about paper clips. Okay, now I have to read this article so I know what I'm talking about. Because I read it, but like I have to reread it. So, oh man, are you going to get a little shot of my booty? Booty!